Hi everyone and welcome to momentous occasion in the heart of capital city. We are here the Pragati Maidan, New Delhi, where the air changed with the anticipation and the spirit of innovation is palpable. This is the Startup Mahakumbh 2024. I am Balu Boyapati from STV National. I am thrilled to be your guide through the groundbreaking event this 18th, 19th and 20th, where visionaries, pioneers and the game changers come together to shape the future of entrepreneurship. Today, we embark on the journey filled with the innovation, inspiration and infinity possibilities. Startup Mahakumbh. It's not just another event. It's a convergence of dreams, ideas and aspirations from every corner of the startup ecosystem. From aspiring entrepreneurs with revolutionary ideas to seasoned innovators seeking the next big opportunity. Startup Mahakumbh is the epicenter of innovation, collaboration and limitless potential. Here at Pragati Maidan, New Delhi, startups from every sector and industry coverage to showcase the ingenuity, connect with industry leaders and take the ventures to the new heights.
स्टार्टअप की जोश, उमंग और कुछ कर गुजरने के मजबूत संकल्प से भरी ये यात्रा अब बनी है साक्षी 3 दिनों के स्टार्टअप महाकुंभ की, जिसमें शामिल हुए हैं 2000 प्लस स्टार्टअप, 100 प्लस यूनिकॉर्न, 10 प्लस थीमेटिक पवेलियंस, 1000 प्लस इन्वेस्टर्स, 300 plus incubators and accelerators, 3000 plus conference delegates, 10 plus country delegations और 50,000 plus business visitors. ये अपनी तरह का पहला आयोजन है जिसमें स्टार्टअप, निवेशक, इंक्यूबेटर्स, एक्सेलरेटर्स और कई सेक्टर्स के इंडस्ट्री लीडर्स सहित भारत के पूरे स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम को साथ लाया गया, जहां दुनिया ने देखी विकसित भारत की ओर बढ़ रहे भारत की एक और ऊंची छलांग और दुनिया के सबसे बड़े स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम बनने की ओर बढ़ रहे भारत का विराट संकल्प।
Hi, welcome to STV National. Now we are in Agaamin Technologies with us Mr. Sajan Nair. Hi sir, how are you?
I am good. Thank you for asking.
Sir, can you explain your product?
Yes. So we at Agaamin are building a Bharatiya internet, an internet that works for all 1.5 billion of us. In this country, 90% of us don't understand English, and yet the larger infrastructure of the internet is English. Domain names, email IDs, user IDs, passwords, digital IDs, everything is English. And by the time the average user comes to the content, he's already intimidated. So we at Agaamin are going to change this. So if you look up the phrase Sajan.bh3 on the internet, SAJAN.bh3 on the internet, you will find that in one search you are able to identify all of my social media handles in one go. So now I don't have to give people my phone number, email IDs, Facebook or whatever. I just give them this one name and they get me, boom, on the internet. Now, because I'm in a city, I have people all over the world, I use an English identity. There are many brothers and sisters in this country who can use the same thing in vernacular. So if you want a Hindi name in Devanagari or a Malayalam, Telugu, Tamil name, you can have that. Right now, these are linked to our social media handles. Eventually, we'll extend it so that I can use it as my UPI ID. So I can tell people, UPI money to Sajan.bh3. Then it will be like send Bitcoin to Sajan.bh3. My avatar in the metaverse is Sajan.bh3. And so on and so forth. Think of it in very simple terms as an Aadhaar name for you on the internet. And if you can just go on our site and for a very minimal charge, you can get it on an annual renewal basis and you can own your identity instead of depending on a Facebook or a Google to give you an identity on the internet.
What inspired to you start your venture and what problems are you aiming to solve?
This was about 2020. I had just bought a phone. And I'm a big fan of open source and all, so I thought I'll get an Android phone. I thought, can I log into Android without using Gmail? I realized, no, I cannot access the Play Store, which means I cannot download apps. Suddenly it struck me, if I don't have a Gmail or an Apple ID on this planet, I cannot have a smartphone. One of the most important utilities of human life depends on just 2 companies. That is difficult. So our long-term vision is to say, we should have an open source operating system. I heard the other day that Madras IIT came up with Bharat OS, Bhar OS. Now, what if Bhar OS could work with decentralized vernacular or multilingual identities? So the identity is owned by the individual, he signs into the operating system, and then he's able to access an indigenous Play Store. So a tech stack like that is our long-term vision. Right now we are starting with identities and we'll slowly start building use cases around it.
What do you put in the name in Bharat 3.0?
BH3 basically means Bharat 3.0. So, we are in the age of 3.0. It's blockchain based technology that we are using. So, and even the Modi ji and the government is pretty much pushing and encouraging the startup ecosystem. So, Bharat 3.0 seemed very apt. But that's not the only thing. We also own the extension .iit, all the IIMs, XLRI. So, we'll be going to all the top 100 colleges, onboarding these students, giving them their students and alumni these identities. So if I am from say IIT, I could say Sajan.iit and I could say Sajan.iit mein UPI kar do, and so on and so forth. These kids being at the cutting edge of technology, we believe that not only will they adopt, but they will build newer services and other startups on the Bharatiya internet that can then percolate down to the rest of the people in the world.
How do you plan to differentiate your startup from the competitors in the market?
As of now, we are pretty unique, not many direct competition. If you want to really take an indirect competition, I would say the identity aspect of Google or Apple, which is, sign in with Google. You must have experienced it when you go on various websites, or sign in with Apple. That is the aspect we are looking to change. We will take our identities and map them to the Aadhaar numbers because people don't remember numbers. So a user can go to a site, websites can incorporate this service so that users can sign in with their Aadhaar numbers. So the data stays in India and does not go out to foreign companies like Google or Apple or whatever.
How do you envision your startup making a positive impact on society or the industry?
Like I said, out of 1.4 billion people, 10% understand English, 2% use it as a first language. So I want to empower the rest of the people in India. One, about 2.5 billion people on the internet come from non-English speaking cultures. So we want to empower all of them. Two, third, we want to create an ecosystem of services so that people don't really necessarily need to know English. They should be able to do things in vernacular. My dream one day is to see a billionaire in India who doesn't know a word of English.
Great. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.